welcome family.
Just do what you feel and don't you fool yourself. I say, 'cause I can't make you happy unless I am. I say,
Ready?
I got to be true to myself. Got to be true to myself. Got to be true to myself.
Sing it together family.
Got to be true to myself.
Welcome.
Day in, day out, I ask many questions.
Ziggy Marley, got to be true to myself. An absolute love song in your playlist. Especially this time, especially in Virgo season, because in this Virgo season you must be true to
You don't
yourself.
deal with it, it keeps killing you little by little.
He knows what I'm saying.
Call me selfish if you will, my life I alone can live. I say, got to be true to myself.
Thank you so much, Ziggy Marley, for bringing us into the last stream of this week. Welcome, family. It's September, and for some reason every year September always bring things to remember. Maybe because it's a rhyme, I don't know, but you know, one thing is for sure, it is time to bring our mantra. For the sacredness of this love stream, we are bringing the Mahamritanya mantra for the healing and peace within the hearts, souls and spirits and minds and bodies of everyone who listens to this love stream and of everyone who doesn't. Hello family, welcome to the love stream. Let's pay attention to the chat room and see what's going on over here. Deborah from Torin and Deb, hello. Hello Don from England. Shalom Dana, hello Rebecca, hello Tabitha, hello Carrie. Hello Janeline, and hello Dawn, and hello Roll King, and hello Jalov, and hello Steven Hermano. You can't hear me. You can't hear me, Steven. Music too loud. Okay, that's all right. Just a little vibe. Sometimes the DJ get too excited. I hope the levels are better for you now. Hello brother Chris, hello Jennifer, hello Erin, hello Marianne from London. Marianne and Dawn, you should connect. You're two beautiful sisters from our family and you're both in England. Connect together. And we also have our brother, what's the name of our dear brother that is also in England? He will come to me. I haven't heard from him for a long time. Hello Bridget, hello Peter. Thank you for your appreciation, Peter. Hello April, hello Stephanie, and hello Stephen brother, hello Catherine, hello Charlene. This thing is so clear, no buffering, best quality ever. That's hilarious because my computer crashed. On top of everything in my life that is crashing, my computer crashed on me on Tuesday. I have this amazing, I'll show you. I have this amazing keyboard here. Oops, the other way. This is my keyboard right there next to me. I bought it specially so I can create some more music and more creativity, and I have it for a long time, and last week I decided, you know what, I'm going to connect my keyboard, and I connected it. And these days it's not as simple as connect your keyboard and play your music. No, these days you have to go into the server of the company and download the hardware and the software of the keyboard, and only then it's activated and you can play it. So I've downloaded everything I need to download, and as soon as I pressed on the file of the application, my entire computer went boom. Excuse me. I couldn't even enter the computer. So my bombastic computer is actually at the doctor for a few days, which is quite a big thing for me. It's not good for me. This is my old computer, which I kept for a backup. So thank God I kept the computer backup. Lesson learned, everyone. You always should have a computer backup, a backup computer. So yeah, I'm happy it's all working fantastic. Salam alaikum, Des, ya habibti, I missed you. Hello, Bridget. Okay, so great quality and sound. Image, the mantra is a bit too loud, can't hear you. Okay, still? Okay. I hope it's better now. It's supposed to be better now. Dawn. Okay. Stephen. Okay, got you. Okay, Charlene. Awesome D. Hello D from Adelaide. Hello Grace from Brisbane. Okay, hello. Chris too loud. Okay, I hope it's sorted by now. I'm probably behind you in the chat room, so give me a thumbs up that it's all good now. I can't hear you. Okay, okay, Grace. Okay, everyone saying the music is too loud. Hello Ken from Mornington. Hello. Okay. Oh my goodness, the music has been a disaster, huh? Hello Roll King. I hope it's okay now. I think it's okay now. Hello Roll King. Hello Grace. Hello Ken from Mornington. Hello Simone. Tara, you love the shirt, yeah. The peace dove, 3 peace doves of breaking free. It's one of the messages of today. Okay, Dana, still too loud. That is very strange, because over here in my side, the mantra is very, very soft in the background. I'm stopping the music. Music is dead. Okay. 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 Sorry, family. As I told you, I was basically telling you the story because April wrote that the quality of the video is amazing, but then all of you complain about the sound. So first of all, I apologize for that, because over here in my end, it was very, very soft. And I've explained to you that on Tuesday, what I explained to you, you probably didn't hear me, that I have this new keyboard that I haven't played with ever. And last week I've decided to connect it and to finally download the software from the main server of the company. And I've downloaded all the software, the hardware. What's going on? Why are you struggling so much? It's weird. It's very weird. Why are you struggling so much? I hope that now it will be much better. Okay. 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 Okay, so you're saying bring back the music a bit. Okay, cool. This is a classic new moon in Virgo. Let's pay attention to the details. Let's be anal. There we go. A bit of music in the background. I hope it's okay now. I was explaining to you once again. My computer, I've downloaded the software to the keyboard. I've plugged it, and as soon as I pressed on the application, my entire computer went dead. And for 2 days I tried to fix it with the help of a few beautiful brothers in our community that tried to help me, Bharat and Will and Hector, and thank you brothers. And I realized I can't do it. I took it to the technician, so my real good computer is actually with the technician, and I'm actually using now my old computer, which I kept as a backup. So thank God I kept the computer as a backup, which I recommend to everyone who depends on computers for their work. So, oh my goodness. I can hardly hear the mantra. Forget about the mantra today. Let's let it go. No mantra for you today. My God, what a beginning. Still can't hear me. Mantra is off. Mantra is off. Something is not working right with the mantra. It's done. Forget about it. Okay. I hope everyone's been entertained so far with all the hiccups of the volume of the music, of the sound, of everything. As you can see, I've got my fingers moving back. Yeah, baby, I can move my finger back. It's such a relief. Only today I took the bandage that kept these two fingers stick together, like I took it off. Yeah, this is where my cut is, right there. So it's almost there, almost there. It's just still a bit recovering. But yeah, it's good to get my hand back. It's amazing when, one cut and you feel so crippled just because of kind of not having ability to move your two fingers. It's amazing, you know. It brings gratitude to the things we usually have. Chris, I'm going to open the mantra in exactly. Improvise, Uranus, be innovative, you know, be creative, do something weird, something different. Play for yourself the Mahamritanya mantra there. I don't know why it's so soft over here. I have no idea why. It's very, very strange. Something in the setting of the new computer, probably. The old computer. Anyway, family, we've got a lot to talk about today. First of all, I really hope that everyone have survived through the opposition of Mars with Neptune, which we had on Thursday and Friday. You know, Mars, the warrior, the masculine, the desire, the need, the want, the assertion, the confidence, the one to kind of, I need to fix my screen so I can see my chart. There we go. And I'll put it on this. Yep, let me take you a few days back so you can actually see it. As you can see now, Mars here is on the 23 degrees 40 minutes, and Mars here on the 23 degrees 48 minutes, and Neptune is on the 22:01. So it happened like a couple of days ago. I'm gonna move back. There you go, 22:31. Now we're gonna move some hours back. 22:05. Go back. Here we are. It's a bit boring without the music in the background. I got used to it. Now it's the voice of silence. Silence is also good. Silence gives us the space to reflect. In the space between words, the space between sound, there is a silence of reflection. It's good for us. So, the exact moment was Friday, 3:33 a.m. So the night between Thursday and Friday, which means that always know that wherever we talk about an event, or astrological event, the build-up to it is always the most intense. And so, this happening exactly on Thursday night, on the night between Thursday and Friday, 3:33, means that on Thursday and Wednesday, and most possibly from Tuesday, you were already processing this as Mars was approaching the opposition. Mars is in Virgo. He wants to get to the fine details. He wants to understand what's going on, to be practical, analytical, look at the facts, look at reality. 1 + 1 = 2. 2 divided by 2 = 1. So if I take 1 and I split it by 2, I get 2 halves. And if I put 2 halves together, I get 1. That's Mars. It's like, let me have a look at that. How can I declutter my room? How can I cleanse and fix my room, my office, my life, my business, my email, my mailbox, my admin? How can I take action to declutter the way I live my life, to purify the way I live my life, to get more grounded, more practical, more analytical, to perfect my life? I want to perfect my life. Mars in Virgo. But is in opposition to Neptune in Pisces. And Neptune in Pisces is the ruler of Pisces. This is more like foggy, spacey, kind of floating around, like imagining, being creative, kind of up there with the fairies, maybe another glass of wine, maybe another hit of something, maybe another take of something, another movie or another show or anything that I can just keep on, I don't really want to deal with that. Let's just kind of like let that pass. I mean, like, Mars is showing me all these things, but I'm just like, I don't really feel like it. I need to escape a bit. It's too much for me. But Mars is demanding our action. So it could have created kind of a sense of you're trying to succeed and you're trying to achieve, but you have misunderstanding, things doesn't go your way, blockages, kind of like confusion, you don't really know what's right to do, a bit confused, a bit kind of floating around, kind of like not grounded. But you need to be grounded. Mars in Virgo. You have to be grounded. You have to be here on earth. You have to take care of your life. You have to fix your life. Yeah, but it's too much for me. I'll deal with it tomorrow. So that's kind of that game. And in that game, the other things that could be involved is, here your masculine self want to create kind of order in your life and declutter and stuff, but people deceiving you, or people misguiding you, or people confusing you, giving you the wrong impressions, selling you something that is too good to be true, Suddenly you woke up to the realization that you should have crypto as well, and all this time you didn't believe in it, but suddenly everyone having crypto, so you should have crypto, and you wake up and it's like, oh my god, I have to get in, and what do? You straight away you look for, okay, I don't know anything, how can I know? Oh, he is a trader, oh, he has a trading group, oh, he can do everything for me, that's great, okay, here's my money, you do whatever you want. A month and a half later, sorry lady, you got scammed, your money is gone. Yeah, it happens, unfortunately. Next time, do due diligence. So don't delusion yourself that you need to take action, you need to do something now, but then just go for any kind of deceiving person out there that tells you what you should do and where you should go. And, it's like, I don't know what to do with my life. Okay, let's look into that psychic and that astrology and that channeling and that conspiracy and that theory. And you guys like, I'm trying to make a plan here, but this is all too confusing. It's a lot kind of like of media influence, Neptune. So now the thing with this thing, okay, let's make some order. I want to give you the kind of the background tone that is sitting with us now for a while, okay? And it's quite simple to understand. The background tone is that all the big planets, all the slow-moving planets are all retrograde, okay? Why? Because the Earth is in the center, okay? And we have passed all these planets. So look, R. You've got Pluto retrograde, Saturn retrograde, Jupiter retrograde, Neptune retrograde, Chiron retrograde, Aries retrograde, Uranus retrograde, the moon nodes retrograde, Black Moon Lilith almost also going retrograde today. And from the new moon, Mercury goes into shadow. Not retrograding yet, but into shadow. So very soon we have Mercury as well. So in the background, all the slow-moving planets are in retrograde, and they have passed the peak of the retrograde, so they're now starting to slow down, because in October, one by one, they're starting to go direct, from October into November, okay? And so we're going to have like this Pluto direct, and Jupiter direct, and Saturn direct in October. So from September, they're kind of slowing down, slowly, they're even slowing down even more. So for the next month and a half too, all these planets are going to be pretty much on these degrees they are at, okay? Pluto 24 in, Saturn 8. Saturn is going to go back, 7, 6, okay? Let's take you by weeks, okay? Now, I just want you to pay attention only to here, to all the retrograde planets. Leave alone this. We'll talk about that later, okay? Just look at the heavy, slow-moving planets, okay? And I'm going to move weeks. 24, 08, 25, 22, 11, 24, 14, new moon nodes, okay? 1 week forward, 24, 7, Saturn moved to 7, Jupiter still, Neptune moved to 21, Chiron moved to 11, Aries still, Uranus still. Moon nodes shifted to 5, very significant. Another week forward, Pluto still the same degree, Saturn same degree, Jupiter moved to 23, Neptune same degree, Chiron same degree, Aries same degree, Uranus same degree. Moon nodes 4. Another week forward, Pluto still on the same, Saturn still on the same, Jupiter still on the same, Neptune still on the same degree, Chiron still, all of them are still on the same degree. Moon nodes move to the 3rd. Another week forward, we are now at the beginning of October. Pluto still, Saturn moved to 6, Jupiter moved to 22, Neptune 21. So really, they moved like in all these weeks, they moved 2 degrees over the next 5 weeks, okay? And then another week forward, and hallelujah, Pluto moves direct, stationing direct on the 24th, okay? And this is 8th of October, okay? then another week forward, and then Pluto finally moved direct, Saturn moved direct finally, and then another week forward, Jupiter direct, okay? So from beginning, from the 8th, but look, Neptune only on the 20th moved another degree. Chiron on the 9th moved 2 degrees. Aries on the same degree. Uranus moved 1 degree back to the 13. Moon nodes on the 1st degree already, okay? But I'm just trying to show you that all these heavy moving planets, they're really playing on top of maybe 2 degrees from now until the 8th of October. So we have like 5 weeks ahead of us that all these heavy planets are between the 22, and funny enough, look at it. Pluto 24, Jupiter 23, Neptune 23, 2, 1, Aries 24, okay? So we've got like big 4 planets, Pluto, Jupiter, Neptune, and Aries, very potent kind of aspects. All of them are pretty much on the 22, 24 degrees, which means that when the personal planets, now let's take it back to now, okay? So this is now. So here you've got all the heavy, slow and moving planets. They are staying there. They are not moving much. Again, in the next 5 weeks, they will just move 1 to maximum 2 degrees back. So it's pretty much there. But what's making the games, it's all the personal planets, okay? Because they are moving. And so every time something comes to the 20, 21, 22, 23, 24 degrees, they are all playing with these big planets. And that's what we're going to experience a lot of now, okay? I just got a spam SMS delivery. Click on this link. Right. Okay. So, in this case, right now, for example, the moon is on 22nd degree Leo. What does that mean? It means that it's doing an alignment with Neptune on the 22nd degree, with Aries on the 24th degree, with Jupiter on the 25th degree, with Pluto on the 24th degree. Okay? Now Mars is in Virgo, 23 degrees 48 minutes. It just came off the opposition to Neptune, but now is closing in on the alignment to Pluto and to Jupiter and to Aries. Okay? Mercury on the 8th degree. Once Mercury comes to the 14, is doing the Uranus alignment, but then he's doing also the Chiron alignment. So these personal planets now, as we go through September into October, they're gonna all move along, and they're gonna all create all these like powerful transformations with all these massive, big, slow-moving planets that are in retrograde. And as this happens, Mercury itself is gonna go into his retrograde, which is interesting by itself, because Mercury will go retrograde on the... First of all, let's remember that in August, Mercury was flying very fast. Mercury moved from Leo to Virgo to Libra into... Sorry. Mercury moved from Cancer into Leo into Virgo and now into Libra in like maybe 4 or 5 weeks. Now Mercury is starting to slow down, and on the from the new moon, let's move a day forward, 10 degrees. So this is the shadow place, okay? From this place on Tuesday evening, all right, Mercury will retrograde all the way back to here later on. And so from this Tuesday, pay attention to the Mercurian process inside of you and in your life. Mercury again rules the intellect, the mind, our perception, our thoughts, the way we communicate and express, negotiate, sign contracts, all kind of trade, crypto trading, right? So pay attention to your crypto portfolio trading plan, because it's going to go through a lot of process that from now until November, till the end of October, beginning of November only, we're going to get out of this, which is good, right? So make sure that you, talking crypto moment now, make sure that you plan your trade now. Because as Mercury is going to go direct, it's going to start retrograde back to here, back to where it will be on Tuesday, and then move forward. And as he's doing that, there's a lot of alignments he's going to do. And when Mercury retrograde, we can kind of like question, doubt, rethink, reprocess, redefine, realign. And it might be necessary that maybe 3 weeks from now we will reassess our trading plan. But make sure that you kind of got a general idea of what are you planning to do, because very soon we're going to blast. We're already blasting. We've been blasting for 5 weeks already. But very soon the real fireworks will begin. And when the bull wave kicks in, and suddenly you've got like massive rise of hundreds of percent, thousands of percent, things are just going like boom, 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 boom. Every day is excitement. That coin, that coin, that coin. Suddenly you see massive green candles. There is an emotional effect on us. There is euphoria, excitement, and it can kind of sometimes confuse. I knew I wanted to sell at $5, but I'm gonna wait until $6.50. And then it goes up and it goes and you're like, and it touched $5.10 and it crashed down to $2 and you go like, why didn't I sell in $5 like I wanted? That's what I'm talking about, okay? So once you set yourself the prices that you are satisfied with, you say like, okay, Cardano may go to $8.50 for sure, but it could also just go to $7.50 or to $7. So, I'll sell some at $3, I'll sell some at $6, and I'll keep the majority for the $7, and I'll leave a bit for the $8, just in case. You see, just a general kind of idea that you give to yourself that when that price will come, you're not going to doubt it, you're not going to think about it 1,000 times. You know that you're satisfied by selling 10% of your holding for the $5. And then another 30% of your holding for the $6, and then another 50% of your holding in the $7, and then another 50% in the $7.50, and whatever's left in the $8. You kind of generally develop an idea for you. But even a general research of like, okay, so what's the prediction of Cardano? What's the prediction of Bitcoin? What's the prediction of Theta? What's the prediction of Litecoin? What's the prediction of Solana? What's the prediction of the coins you are holding? Go out there, do your research. We're now kicking into Virgo season. It's a new moon in Virgo. Let's get real. Let's bring it down to earth. Let's get grounded. Let's embody with practical mind. Let's be clear. Let's look at facts, charts, analysis. Let's get an idea of what's really happening here and stop being in the Pisces, opposite of airy-fairy. It'll be alright, Ami or someone will say in the chat room when to sell, and I'll be alright, I'll just wait for them. Or I know that they're saying, Bitcoin is now going to the $100,000, but I have a feeling it's going down to 40,000 again. If you haven't got in yet, I wouldn't wait for too long, just to let you know. Okay, so it's kind of like, bring it down to earth, look at your portfolio, decide what you want to do. Now, don't think that if you set yourself up in your positions and you're sorted really well, and you've got your percentage split right, and you've got your Bitcoin, you've got your Ethereum, you've got some extras that you really like, and you put a bit of money on here and there, some kind of shit coins, whatever. Maybe you put a bit on top of too many shit coins, You thought that it's like, it's a buffet. It's a classic with the crypto market to compare it to a buffet. When you go to those kind of cruise ships or the hotels that you kind of eat as much as you can, there is one big, massive table, and there is every possible kind of food you could think of. Mexican, Italian, French, Thai, Chinese, Arabic, Russian, whatever cuisine you can think of is on that table. And you love it all. So you take your plate and it's like, okay, I'll take a croissant, and I'll take a sausage, and I'll take a burger and some pasta and some rice. Oh, there's not much space. Okay, let's move this a bit. Okay, let's put some salad. Where am I going to put the tahini? I'll put the tahini here. But the plate is already full, my darling. Yeah, but I don't want to miss on that amazing tiramisu, so I'm going to put the tiramisu on top of the burger, and when I get to my table, I put it on the napkin. That's someone that goes and buy every shitcoin on the planet and thinking that expanding your portfolio to 30, 40, 50, 60 different coins is a smart thing. No, you don't have to catch every rocket. There are going to be many rockets, but you don't have to be on all of them. You just need to choose your rockets, the rockets that suits you, that suits your values, your philosophy, what you want to support, what you believe in, and just stick to that. You know, I told the community earlier this year that if I could turn the wheel back and readjust my portfolio from a year or two ago, I will truly only have Bitcoin, Ethereum, and Theta. That's it. And I will be so happy. It will be the most amazing performing portfolio ever. Just by having Bitcoin, Ethereum, Theta. That's it. You know, we have our brother Luke, who is a big fan of Solana. And he's been giving our community a lot of boost of motivation. Get into Solana, get into Solana, get into Solana. And he nailed it, and he's right. Solana has been doing amazing, and a lot of our family followed him. But I personally, I've released the message. I said, look, I cannot expand any further. I can see that Solana is amazing, but I'm satisfied. And it's an important place to be. To come to a place that you go, I can see that opportunity. I can see it's going to be good, but honestly, I don't have anything to spare, and I wouldn't like to take from that position to that position for the sake of having another position. I need to get real here. Solana rocketing. OMG will rocket. Quantum will rocket. Icon will rocket. Theta will rocket. Theta Fuel will rocket. Ethereum, Bitcoin Cash, Litecoin, Bitcoin. You name it. It's all going to rocket because high tide lifts all boats. Okay? So when the market is on a bull wave, everything goes up. That's not a problem. It's easy to be a smart trader or a smart investor in a bull run. But the real smart investors are the ones that know when to get out. Okay? Don't be too attached to your little coins. Okay? Because at the end of the day, they don't give crap about you if there will be a rug pull or if it will crash and if it's not going to work. They're just going to be, oh, sorry, but thank you for supporting us, you know? Simple as that. I have a few of them in my bags. I have a few coins that I bought ages ago that are worthless, that I kind of like never did anything, but it's like, hey, count your losses, you know? You're not going to succeed with everything. There might be 1, 2, 3 kind of dumpers, you know, that you didn't succeed with them. But don't let them affect you. Look at all the ones that you chose correctly and are working correctly. Now, if you did bought Ethereum or Bitcoin, Theta, and they're doing very well, don't think that you have to trade because you have to do something. No. HODL, baby. That's the power of HODL. A smart investor, buy, invest, and HODL. All the concept of trading, it's a false narrative that everyone thinks that they're stupid if they're not trading, because if you trade, you can make a lot of money. And it's a shame to miss on the opportunity. But the bottom line is, for you to know how to trade, you need education. You need to understand what's going on, because it's a massive global game with people that are playing the game for many, many years, and you're just a rookie. Which means that you're like the plankton, the tuna fish and the salmon and the whale and the dolphin, they all eat you, because you're just a little plankton. So before you think to yourself, I'm going to be a genius, I'm going to put $100, $1,000, and I'm going to trade, and I'm going to make a lot of money, I'm warning you, most chances you're going to get wrecked, and you're going to get burned. Leave alone that every trade you do before 12 months, you pay an enormous amount of tax. Almost 47% tax. So 50% almost of your profits will go to the government, to the ATO. So what's the point? You know? If you made a huge profit of 10x, 20x, 30x, okay, whatever, take your 50%. I still made that, but it's still painful. But if you buy good coins that you can hodl for longer time than 12 months, then your tax is split by half. So there's a lot of important thing to consider that is beyond just like, oh, I'll sell and I buy, and I'll sell and I buy. Yeah, but do you know the ramifications of that? To understand, like, you need to do the numbers to really look at, like, is it really worth it, you know? You buy that and then you sell that, but what's the fee that you paid and how much it cost you to sell it and to buy it again? And it's like, did you really earn and how much tax you're going to pay for it? So this is this Virgo. Let's get real. Let's get practical and let's have a plan, and let's stop thinking that because everyone's trading and everyone's selling, everyone talking. Many people like to talk as if they are winners. the traders, they usually present themselves as ultimate winners, constant winners. They always nail the chart, they always nail the bottom, they always nail the top, and they always take the right calls, and everyone should follow them. That's their sales marketing technique. You have to be wise. You have to use discernment, Virgo. Use discernment, okay? So be careful now, because all this talk about crypto is very important, because we do have more and more mainstream adoption. We do have more and more users. And if you are hearing it, and if you are a beginner, I really care for you. And I want you to know, it's the wild, wild west. There's no rules. Everyone can do whatever you want. You are basically in the same market with Zhongji from Mongolia, and Babu from Africa, and Dmitry from Ukraine, and Alejandro from Guatemala. You need to understand, there's good people in crypto, but there's also bad people in crypto. There's decent people in crypto, and there's also a lot of scammers in crypto. Because everyone who has a mobile and internet can do crypto. Even the scammer from Africa, or the scammer from Asia, or the scammer from Europe, you name it. There's heaps. It's so easy. You just need to sit in your house and be a computer geek, hacking techniques, and you go like, I'm just going to make millions over these stupid people. They're just going to give me their private keys, and they're just going to click on the link, and I'm just going to empty their wallet, and I'm a genius. So be careful, because now with this Mercury retrograde coming up for us, there's going to be alignment of Mercury to Neptune, and there's going to be all kind of weird things. So it's going to be a bit of not so clear water to kind of swim through. So just use a lot of discernment. Virgo season, people, okay? We are kicking into new moon in Virgo on Tuesday morning. A new moon in Virgo. Virgo is about being practical, analytical, looking at the facts, using discernment, purify, detox, declutter, get real, down to earth. It's an earth sign. It's what is here, factuous, in front of your face, in front of your eyes, in your reality. That's what you've got. Yes, but maybe one day, it's like, no, don't do the Pisces, this is Virgo. So the sun is in Virgo, moon is in Virgo, and it's a reset. Now, I gave you a bit of a talk about the backdrop of the slow planets. And then I kind of added to you how the personal planets, Venus, the feminine, goddess, love, relationship, money, finance, values, assets, business, job, health, sex, you name it. Mercury, the mind, the intellect, the communication, the expression. Mars, the assertion, the action, the masculine, the need, the desire. The sun, the soul essence. The moon, the feminine emotion. Those are the planets that are just playing with all of them. And we're going to talk about that. But now I'm going to pause that process, because I start talking to you about the new moon. But as I'm talking to you about the new moon, I want to remind you, right now we're in the dark moon phase. We're in the 2 days, day and a half before the new moon, which means that the moon is dark. You can't see the moon. And it's called void moon or dark moon phase. And it's the most reflective, introspective, deep stage of the lunar cycle, where we come to the end of the previous cycle. And we go in and it's like, so how did we do? How did we go? And so in the Buddhist tradition, in a dark moon phase, they will go into the meditative cave. They will go in deep, just to reflect, to understand. What can I find in the void that can guide me towards that which I need to give birth to? I need to connect with myself and go inwards in order to know what is my new intention for the new moon. What is this new beginning that I need? What is my new cycle that is coming into my life? So first of all, let's understand that we are now ending the big, powerful new moon in Leo cycle on Lion's Gate from the 8th of August. Okay? And so, how you doing, family? What a Lion's Gate portal it has been until now, isn't it? Can you see how much we've been through over the last 4 weeks? Things that relate to our Leo, to our royal self life that we deserve, that we want, that is based on our true heart desires, with courage and brave and authentic self-expression. This is who I am, that's what I like, that's how I like it, that's what I want. This is where we assembled our royal self-direction and the new moon in Leo on Lionsgate direct portal. 2 series, downloading the light codes, downloading the future plan, downloading where we need to go. We needed to have that heart center courage in order to get through the portal, through the gate. And all this month has been testing us. Are you really that which you think you are? Are you really that which you want to be? Are you really that which you know you are? Do you really gonna create the life you want to create? Do you really gonna take the courage and the bravery and do the things that you need to do in order to create the kingdom that you need to do? This has been this month. I'm sure you can relate. Now you need to understand something. This week I spoke to a beautiful brother and said, Ami, I love the live stream, but do me a favor. It's like, sometimes the examples you give, they don't really relate to me. It feels like more personal for you. And I go like, first of all, as a channel of the astrology, of course it is my channel, so of course I will channel through the information, but it's mainly coming through me. So it will have my own essence, my own flavor on it. That's why we have different astrologers, we have different psychics. Every channel is different. Don't ever take everything I say as 100% true to you. You, beloved, need to use discernment to know out of everything I'm giving to you, what resonates with you and what's not yours. Not all of it has to resonate with you. Sometimes maybe none of it will resonate with you. Sometimes all of it will resonate with you, because that brother said that. But I also got quite a few heart-touching messages that were saying, Ami, that love stream last week was very different, but it was the most authentic and the most felt, heart-deep felt essence of you that came through, and I really felt something completely different, powerful, and this was the best ever. So I'm just showing you how in the collective, we can't satisfy everyone and we can't please everyone and we can't always nail everyone. But what I'm aiming to do is to give a general guidance. Look at that. I want to give a general guidance that will be able to give you the essence or the understanding of the tone. And if I give you metaphors or examples or storylines, things like that, try to see how it can represent something in your life, that it doesn't have to be exactly that, but it's more the dynamic that I'm trying to describe to you, to deliver to you. I'll just take a moment for the chat room again. Okay, Bryony joined us, Calming Minds, hello. And Marianne said Jess, hello Chloe, and Adrienne, hello Deborah. Yeah, Friday was a hard day, hey, lots of anger, indeed, that's the Mars Neptune. Hello Marianne, that's good. Tanya, hello Jules, beautiful sister, thank you for your love. Hello Keith, oh my god, Keith, so long brother, good to see you again. Hello Jess, hello Haley, hello Nick, brother Nick, champion Tonya and Nick, I love you guys, love you. Nick is a world champion in kickboxing. If anyone loves kickboxing and doing some personal training, fitness ring, this is Nick and Tonya. They're awesome people here in Melbourne. I love them. Daniel Larosso, another personal trainer in the house. Ima, shalom, Chag Sameach, Shana Tova. This new moon family is also the new Hebrew year. So we are starting the new year cycles now. The Hebrew year is always first, for some reason. So on this new moon in Virgo, it's the Hebrew New Year, and we're starting a new cycle. We're blessing that everyone will have Shana Tova Umetuka, a good, sweet new year. And so on this new moon, realize that all the Israelites, the Jewish people around the planet, everyone's tuning into the sacredness of blessing not just for a new month, but also for a whole new year. All right, so that's a good thing. So Shana Tova Ima, Shana Tova to everyone who celebrate this holiday. And in this opportunity, I want to take what my son gave me today and say, Happy Father's Day, everyone! I've been told that I'm courageous, funny, awesome, intelligent. Yay! Yeah, look at my son. He did this beautiful drawing for me. Oh, I love that. Look at that. Oh, it's the best thing. Fatherhood, fatherhood. One of my friends once told me when my son was born, welcome to the most honorable club on earth, fatherhood. So happy Father's Day to all the fathers. Happy Masculine Day, honoring the masculine, and all the men's out there, you know, keep it up, keep doing the good work. I know there's many men who feel very beaten and defeated at this time because of, you know, troubles with business, with income, with ability to work. And it affects us, man, because, you know, a man archetype is a provider, is a securer, is a you know, so it's kind of really, it touches us. So I'm calling to all the divine feminine out there, married or not, partners, friends, everyone, please understand the masculine. The masculine likes to go out there and do its thing and provide and secure and protect, but the masculine is very challenged because the system is restricted and suppressed. So a lot of men are feeling kind of down and out of their royal masculinity. So divine feminine, unfortunately, sometimes, you know, when men struggle, women just kind of like, instead of being there to support and to love and to heal, they just kind of, they don't know how to handle it, and it kind of scares them and they run away. And so be there for your man, support your man, love your man, and the man, keep on being a good man, always come from the heart, keep on loving your children, tell your children you love them, tell your children you're proud of them, tell your children that you support them, tell your children that you see them, you recognize, that's all they need. They don't need a new TV or a new PlayStation. They don't need you to take them to the Luna Park or to the bowling or to spend lots of money in an expensive French restaurant. You know, this lockdown, again, it brings us back to simplicity, back to earth, Virgo. You know, what did I do for Father's Day today? I played balloon volleyball on the floor. The rules were you have to sit on your bum, and we created a big kind of wall between us, and we had to volleyball a balloon. And it was hilarious. It was so much fun. You know, you can't go anywhere, you can't spend money on anything. Why spending anyway? You know, here's a balloon, here is a mattress and a table, and here we are playing volleyball. So simple, so nice, memories, moments together, quality time. Simple as that. Of course, we did a FIFA, game on FIFA on PlayStation as well, and my son smashed me. But that's what it's all about, you know. So yeah, you know, happy Father's Day, and just be, you know, being a father is a very honorable thing, you know. It kind of like brings you to a place of service, and that's Virgo as well. How can we be in service for our family? How can we be in service for each other? How can we be in service for the collective? You know, that's Virgo, coming humbly into service, purifying our ego, you know. We come from Lion, Leo, into Virgo. It's like, okay, let's let that ego down and let's just be humble. How can I help you? What can I do for you today? How can I make your life better? Can I smile at you? Can I hug you? Can I make you a cup of tea? Do you want some breakfast? You want some lunch? Can I pick up a flower for you? You know? Pick up a call. It's like, hey friend, just thought of you. Just wanted to send you love, you know? Keep shining, yeah? Simple things, you know? Simple things. Hello Vanessa, congratulations to a beautiful Vanessa. We've got an engagement party in the house, family. You know, this has been for you, Mars and Neptune, and all this energy of like dare to jump into love, into engagement, dare to jump, and you will harvest the fruits. I'm very happy for you. Ooh-hoo. April, yeah, bloody month indeed. Hello Anna, hello Yaron, Shalom Yaron, Shana Tova. Hello Leah, hello Nicole, hello Stephanie, Shana Tova. And hello Vanessa again, yes. Okay, cool, catch up with the chat room. So now, you see that there's a lot to talk about, so pick up the small pockets that's coming in and out. Now, so what we're going to experience through September is that Venus is going to go through the end of Libra and very soon going to shift into Scorpio. Now, Venus is home in Libra. She loves being in Libra, and thank God Venus in Libra, because she's making sure that everything is being done fair, with equality, in order to install harmony and peace and balance and fairness. So thank God Venus is in Libra with all this craziness that is going on, because as much as everyone wants to break free and rebel and jump into a whole new life and finish this and end that and start that and do that, Venus is like, yeah, but let's make sure that we are playing fair, everyone. Even if you had enough, even if you want to blow up the entire house, even if you want to jump on an airplane and go, let's just be fair. We can't. Mercury is traveling through Libra as well, dropping justice. What is right, what is wrong, this is yours, this is mine, this should be, this should not be, let's talk about it, let's fix this, we need to reinstall balance and harmony here, this need to be equal. Then Mars is now traveling through the end of Virgo, and is going to go into Libra through September. The Moon and the Sun also going to travel through Virgo into Libra. So we're going to see the shift that Venus is going to move to Scorpio, Mars is going to move to Libra, and the Sun and the Moon going to move to Libra over the September. And as they do that, they will click with all these big planets. Now, right now, there's an interesting dance going on here, because if you notice, look at that, the classic timing, right? Remember that Venus and Mars made love in Leo. They had a conjunction in Leo. After, everyone passed through the North Node. So how did we come to here and now? Take all this group and realize that they've all traveled through all this way to here. Okay? So Aries, beginning of the year, they've passed through Chiron, they've passed through Aries, they've passed through Uranus, they've been zapped here by Uranus into a whole new way, a new reality. We have to raise the bar, we have to go to a whole new frequency, we have to change our life in a dramatic way, in an eccentric way, out of the blue, sudden, unexpected, things gonna happen. That's what Uranus kind of gave us the impression as our personal planets went through it. Then they all came into the North Node of the Moon in Gemini, which is our future destiny. And Gemini is where we need to make up our mind, think for ourselves, make our decision, create a conversation, talk about it, sign it, negotiate, do it. Change your mind. A new plan, and a new plan, and a new plan. Just keep on trying until you find what's the plan you love, okay? So all of them have passed through that. And then Venus and Mars conjuncted in Leo. And now they're traveling in a way that is very cool, because look, Mars 25 degrees, Venus 25 degrees. So they're kind of traveling on a similar degrees, which means that they're creating interesting dynamics with these planets. Because, for example, now, okay, here is Venus, 2559 Libra, and what is she doing? She's trining Jupiter. But Mars is also quincunxing Jupiter. And then Venus is also in opposition to Aries. But Mars is also doing an alignment to Aries. So they kind of like, Venus is home and Mars is in Virgo. Now, when Venus moves to Scorpio, she is less happy because it's Scorpio. She likes to be in Libra. It's fair, it's balanced in Scorpio. It's intense, it's deep. It's like, oh, traumas, pain, fears, the hidden, the secrets, the lies, the cheat, the betrayal, the abuse of power, abuse of sex, abuse of money. That's what we're going to go through now as Venus is going to come in. That's going to be interesting, yeah? But when Mars kicks into Libra, Mars is also doesn't like to be in Libra, because Mars likes to do things. He likes to go, let's do. But the Libra is like, oh, but we have to be fair. Oh, we need to do it in the right way. Oh, it has to be in good quality and equality. Oh, but I really want to do my thing. Yeah, but I have to be fair. So it's going to be an interesting dynamic. Now, when Mars going to kick into Libra and Venus going to be into Scorpio, they're going to be in a mutual reception, because Scorpio is the old house of Mars, and Libra is the house of Venus. So as Venus goes through the house of Mars, Mars is going through the house of Venus. So Mars is trying to create action, is going to create action in Libra, and looking up to Venus is like, hey, Venus, you're all there in Scorpio. As you look into the hidden, into the secrets, tell me, what do you find? Like, what kind of transformation you are doing there that I need to act upon here to make sure that it's done in fairness and balance? But then Venus in Scorpio goes like, hey, Mars, guess what, man? I just found out this fact. I just discovered this lie. I just discovered this secret. I just realized I've been abused. I just realized that this happened to me, that happened to me, this happened to me. It's like, I'm feeling really scared here and really fearful. I'm like, this is relating to my traumas. It's like, please do me a favor, take some action to protect me from this unbalanced unfairness. It's like, so they're both looking at each other like, what do you want me to do, Venus? How can I make sure it's fair? Venus like, I don't know, but fucking do something because it's scary. That's what the journey they're going to play through September. As they do that, Mercury is also going to do some work and alignment, because Mercury is going to go now from this new moon into its shadow, which means that everything that's going to happen from this Tuesday, we're going to revisit 3 times. Now, then we're going to go forward. Then when Mercury is going to retrograde all the way to where it is on Tuesday, and then it's going to move direct again. And so pay attention from now, from Tuesday, okay, up until the 18th of October. Let's take you there. Let's look just at Mercury, okay? Here is Mercury here. Notice how many different things are going on. There is a lot going on. Most likely I'm not going to be able to cover it all, but I'm doing my best to give you the understanding of how much is involved here, and how crazy, and how many challenging alignments are happening. Now, let's focus on Mercury here, the yellow symbol, 10 degrees Libra. And I'm taking you through the days. And so, here is Mercury entering the shadow, 11 degree. From the 10 degree is Mercury shadow. And he's moving forward, 16, here he is, watch him on your 3 o'clock. Oh, stops on the 25th degree. Okay, there you go. Station on the 25th degree on the 27th of September. So you can write it down for yourself. From this Tuesday, the 6th of September, up until the 27th of September, that's the first period of the 3 times process. So something is going to come to our awareness that we will need to pay attention to. Then, from the 27th of September, Mercury is going to retrograde all the way back to the 10th degree, where it's going to station on the 18th of October. So, 27th of September until 18th of October, it's the phase 2. Then, it's going to move direct until the 24th here on the 2nd of November. So, that was, what did I say, the 20 or something of October? What was that? Yeah, 18th of October. From the 18th of October until the 3rd of November, Mercury is doing the phase 3. Okay? Hope you got the dates. From this Tuesday until the 27th of September, 27th of September retrograde until the 18th of October, then the 18th of October until the 3rd of November, the final thing. So, did you just realize what I said? That basically we're going into a process of 2 months of Mercury in Libra? Oh my goodness, there's gonna be a lot of court cases, legal processes, judgment calls, negotiation, agreements, signing contracts, selling and buying, trading, coming together, separating, breaking down the business, creating a business, whatever you can think of. With the aspect of mainly, those will be the main tones. Relationships number 1. It's been going on for a while, and it is the hot topic. Finance and money, number 2. Health, number 3. Job, business, career, number 4. Your values. This is just to name a few, but mainly relationship, money, business. It comes down to that. Because everything else is already been stripped away. That's the only thing left to attack in this equation of the saga we are living through. Life is already restricted. Our freedom already been abused. We're in lockdowns. Melbourne is about to become the city that is the longest time in lockdown around the world, and we are like, hello? Why does this sound weird? You know, you can't do this, you can't do that, you can't do this, you can't do that. What's left? You in your home with your family or friends or your roommates or whoever you with what you've got. And now that's gonna go through a process of breakdown, refinement. Okay? So we all need to look into our businesses, the structure of our businesses, what are we going to do with our businesses, how we can adjust them, restructure them, change them so they can suit the situation we live in right now. Where do we live? Are we going to relocate, move, get out of here, buy a camper van or a tiny house, or just rent for a while, or just move a location or move apartment or whatever, change a roommate? Group of friends, partner, boyfriend, girlfriend, wife, husband. You know what I'm saying? Investment, the real estate, the stocks, the crypto, the gold, the silver, the cash, the money in the bank, the saving. These are the topics that are going to go through a lot. They are already going through a lot, but now it's going to get even more. Okay? Just for you to know. So, there you go. This is that. And only... look at that. Only on the 6th of November, Mercury will be out of Libra into Scorpio. So it's like 2 months and 1 week of Mercury in Libra. That's a lot. Okay? It's a lot. Now, part of the aspects, now I'm going to take it back. Okay, I'm taking it back because as I showed you this Mercury retrograde, what I didn't kind of stop on, here's this. Look. So I want you to just focus on Mercury, okay? 3 o'clock. Here is your yellow Mercury. And what I want to show you is that, look at that. Ta-da! Tomorrow, Mercury opposition to Chiron. That's going to be lots of fun. As we process, reflect, intellectualize, converse, communicate things around fairness, balance, equality in relationship. In opposition to Chiron, the wounded self, how we got wounded. So this could be very healing if we are in a safe, nurturing environment that allows us to be vulnerable and actually share our pain, share our trauma, which can be very healing and bring more closeness, balance, equality in relationship because both partners understand each other, pain, trauma, wounding, and trying to help each other to transcend them and to work together in order to create balance, equality, and harmony. Or we're going into unfair communication, unbalanced, unequal communication. Something is not right. And as soon as you expose yourself and you're vulnerable, suddenly you're being attacked or abused further, ridiculed, ashamed, blamed. Or maybe you are blaming the others for your pain. You're blaming them for what happened to you. So tomorrow is one of these days that you kind of don't want to go into blame and shame game. The best thing will be to own your shit, own your pain, own your wounding. It's your incarnation, it's your experiences. You have manifested it in divine order. You have asked for it. Don't blame anyone else. Understand that the other people are just agents of healing for you by wounding you, by creating a crisis for you. They are forcing you to heal. And just kind of be fair in how you talk, how you converse, how you communicate. Okay? This is post the new moon. Okay, this is Wednesday. So this coming after the new moon. There will be the Mercury opposition to Chiron. Okay? And then here comes Friday, the 10th of September. And Mercury is now doing the alignment to Uranus. Ta-da! Okay? So exciting new idea, realization, spiritual revelation, spiritual awakening. Something clicks in after this conversation of the wound, of the dynamic that you had with Chiron. Suddenly Mercury comes to Uranus and aha, I can see something, I understand something, I connect the dots about something. You know, it helps me to break free from old patterns of thought. It's in Libra. And Mars is at the end of Virgo. So it's trying to really get into the nitty-gritty details to nail it, to understand what's going on here. How can I purify and detox my life? So it's like Mars is taking the action of detox and declutter and clearing in our life at the end of Virgo. as Mercury is trying to understand in a fair and equal way what's going on, and Venus at the end of Libra saying we have to get into a real, fair, balanced, honest way with it. Oh, this Friday is going to be interesting, because at the same time that Venus is on the 29th degree, I'm taking it a few hours back, and now look at your 12 o'clock, the Moon will be together with Venus on the 29th degree of Libra, okay? So the 29th degree of Libra, very critical end degree. This is where balance, fairness, equality, justice must be installed. Mars at the 26th of Virgo is like also getting to the final degrees of Virgo, is like really need to get into it and understand what's going on. Mercury with Uranus, sudden unexpected realization, conversation, facts revealed, something going on that suddenly you understand something. There's a breakthrough, there's a break free and a breakthrough from something that was stuck. Old rotten patterns of behavior and relationships suddenly are shifting or being released or broke free. Very, very powerful, but I'm still following this Mercury, okay? So we are focusing on this Mercury retrograde period, okay, which is taking you into November, but I'm just going with you. So pay attention to Mercury here, 12 o'clock, 14 degrees. And then what am I looking for the next alignment? Where's the next alignment? The next alignment is in the area of 24 Pluto, 24 Jupiter, 21 Neptune, and 7. Oh, we've passed the 7 Saturn as well. That was today. Let's go to today. Here it is. I hope you understand what I'm trying to show you here, of how all the personal planets are basically zapping us with all the heavy, slow and moving planets, and it's quite big, deep, intense, because Pluto, our deepest fears, our deepest pain, our deepest traumas, in Capricorn, what is restricting us? Who are we connected to? Who is the authority in our life? Who is controlling us? Who is suppressing us? Who is restricting us? And how can we transform this abuse of power, abuse of sex, abuse of money, no more following the path of trauma, okay? So everything's checking on with Pluto about that, about like suppression, abuse of power by restrictive authoritative figures in our life, or the government or whatever. Then everything aligns with Jupiter in Aquarius. That is like magnifying and expanding the options of the future, Aquarius. The new people we can connect with, the new organizations, the new cooperations, the new business, the new collective consciousness, the new concept, new innovative ideas, magnifying, expanding. Let's think outside of the box, big ideas about future. Like, let's be futuristic. Like, let's expand and reinvent and rebel and break free and do something radical, right? So everything aligns with Jupiter. So things align with Pluto to face the deep shadows and all the crap. Things align with Jupiter, which opens the window and said, you can go there, you can go there. You don't have to do that anymore with Pluto. Then things align with Neptune. It's like, so here is your dream, and here's your spiritual guidance, and here is what you fantasize on, and here's what you imagine for yourself, and here's what you want. But how is that relating to reality, Virgo? And how is that can come into more balance, Libra? And then as Venus moves to Scorpio, it's going to be like, and what are you going to do about this addiction, or about this illusion, or about this person that abuses you, or about this? Like, you have to get off your fantasy and get kind of like do some transformation here. And then everything aligns with Aries in Aries, which is kind of like take action to the street, protect the unprivileged, speak for the one who don't know how to speak for themselves, defend on the weak and the wounded and the people that everyone's abusing. And Aries square Pluto all this time. So it's kind of like, don't allow the government and the global corporation to abuse and suppress the minorities and the unprivileged and the people and da-da-da-da. So there's this kind of like between Aries and Pluto anyway, nuts. But as the personal planet aligned with Aries as well, Aries is giving us that kind of rebel, take action, stop being hesitant, stop being rotten, stuck, comfortable in your, this is what I know, it feels safe and secure because it's what I've been doing for a long time, and I don't want to create any change because that's my nurturing, that's my safety, that's my security, but it's false. And if you haven't realized that it's false yet, the universe is going to make sure you realize it's false, because it's going to smash it in your face over the next few months. We're being stripped naked, family. Stripped naked. And it's okay. Personally me, I live my life now in a mode of I see the divine smash into pieces every aspect of the structure in my life that I've created over the last 15 years in Australia. Everything is being chipped on everything that I've done here. And for a while I was trying to save everything and to rescue everything, and now I'm in this place of, you know what? This is bigger than me. I surrender. I surrender. Do whatever you need to do, just do it. Alright, I'll follow. You want me to do that? Okay, I'll do that. Okay, whatever. That needs to change. That needs to go. That needs to stay. Okay. I can't fight it anymore. I can't put myself into crisis anymore of trying to save and to rescue things because I believe. That's true to all of us, by the way. Because it's like Taurus. Uranus is in Taurus. But this is what I believe. That's my values. That's how I live my life. That's my routine. That's my income. That's my job. That's my family. That's what I believe about life. That's how I make love. That's how I eat. That's how I sing. Taurus, leave me alone, please. That's who I am. Comes Uranus. No, you need to evolve. You need to rise higher, a whole new frequency, a whole new reality, much better than now, believe me. I'm zapping you, I know you're uncomfortable, I'm shocking you, I'm traumatizing you, because you are stubborn. You are holding on to dear life, to every piece of thing you've got around you, because you think that that's where safety is. And the universe is basically smashing anything artificial that we are holding on to as archetype of safety that is outside of us, in order to force us to come inside and realize that absolutely nothing outside of us represents safety. Not your money, not your crypto, not your gold and silver, not your real estate, not your health, not your routine, not anything you do is an archetype of safety. It's some kind of safety in a 3D reality, of course, but on a spiritual level, a higher level, it is not. It is only a projection of your consciousness onto that objective, and that objective then represents to you that which you have defined it. So, when I lost my computer, I didn't know how to do anything for a couple of days. But I've lost my computer. Oh my God, how am I going to do that? How am I going to do that? And I found myself kind of like, huh? Wow. Now I'm really being stopped even more. And then today I went you know what, but what am I doing? I've got my old computer and it's all there anyway. Let's connect, let's act. And it's like boom, 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 and new setup, here I am. Okay? So we all can experience that, You used to go every morning buy your coffee from that coffee shop. For 5 years, every morning you go to that coffee shop, you love them, they love you, they treat you right, you treat them right, it's all beautiful. Suddenly, suddenly the poo came, and that coffee shop is closed. And you go one morning, as every morning in 5 years, and it's closed, and you go what? What's going on? They go, what happened? Why are they not here? Oh no, they're closing down. Oh no, I feel so sorry for them. First you go oh, what a bummer, oh, poor guys. But then you go but wait a second, what about my coffee? I need to get my coffee, man. Oh my God, I'm lost now. What am I going to do? How am I going to start my morning? Where's the next coffee place? How do I know they're good? You're freaking out because that used to be your routine. But then you go to a new coffee place and go wow, you know what? I actually really like this coffee. Hey guys, great job. Thank you. And suddenly a new place. A new beginning, a new relationship, a new connection, a new routine. And so this time in our life and this coming week, it's bringing crisis into us. We are in crisis, and we have to be humble enough in Virgo to admit that we are all in some kind of crisis. For some people, the crisis will be financial. They don't have much money, they don't know what to do. They don't know how to get money. They wish they would have had $100 to buy Bitcoin. They don't even have that. They are so stuck. They're literally looking at tomorrow and they don't know where they're going to bring the dollar. For other people, it's relationship. They have the money and they have this, but the relationship is breaking down. It's a crisis. For other people, it's health. One of my best friend, I only this week discovered that he's actually in hospital in emergency for 3.5 weeks already with the poo. And it got him very hard. And it kind of shook me because I didn't know anything. And he's my best friend. He's literally my best friend from back home. And I didn't even know that for the last 3.5 weeks he's been in hospital. And so אילן בונגרטן, אחי האהוב, אני שולח לך ברכות רפואה שלמה והחלמה מהירה. I was blessing my brother Ilan for good health and fast recovery. It could be a health crisis, you know? Doesn't have to be the poo. It can be the juice. Now, for the collective consciousness, yeah, it's that crisis, on top of many other crises. It can be a job crisis, you know? Suddenly you lost your job, or suddenly you don't relate to your job, or suddenly you don't enjoy your job. It can be your business crisis. You don't know what to do with your business. What I'm trying to say to you is that we are all experiencing a crisis. It's just different to all of us. So it's a bit challenging to channel this energy in a way that will suit everyone. So take it to where you are at. You know, you might be in the best love story of your life right now, but financially you are in the sheets. You might be financially well, you've invested right, and your relationship is good, but suddenly you're sick, you know. So when a crisis knocks on our door, it forces us to take action and respond. Not too much time to think, right? So for me, this was a crisis, you know. Suddenly I cut my finger. But the idea is like I give this as an example of a crisis. Here I am making lunch, suddenly, oh my God, crisis! I don't have time to say like, oh my God, tell everyone I've cut my finger, I don't know what to do, no. Ami, in that moment, a quick look, block the fingers, take me to hospital right now. Give me a gauze, give me a band, tie the fingers together, block the blood flow, let's go to hospital. Within 3 minutes in the car, on the way to hospital, sitting there within 1 hour, 3 stitches on the finger. No time to think, act, go, it's a crisis. And so, this is where we all at. It's like, okay, you lost your job. What a crisis. Are you going to sit now for a few days, a week, 2 weeks? Oh my God, I lost my job. Call everyone. I lost my job. My life is shit. I lost my job. Or you're going to like, okay, I lost my job. Cool. Anyway, I wasn't happy. Anyway, I didn't like that job. Thank you, God. I'm actually not a victim of this, because that's what crisis can make us do. It can make us go into victim. But we need to realize that the crisis is an agent of change. Excuse me for a sec. Crisis is what pushes us to change. We have no choice. It's crisis. And so a crisis is a gift in disguise. Yes, it's uncomfortable. Yes, it's full on. It's unpleasant. But the result of a crisis is always a renewed sense of self, or a renewed status of self, you know. You lost your job, but suddenly you found a job that is even better. Your relationship broke down, but suddenly sometime later you find yourself with a partner that is so much better. You bought a shitcoin and you lost some money, but thank God you also bought Bitcoin and that did well, you know? And you learn from that, so you never buy shitcoins again. Just trying to give you that. Let me look at the chat room. Jules. Hello, Jules. I had cost to use the solar panels and battery. No power again. Wow, Jules, no power again. Sorry to hear that. Chris, any significant to the Mercury retrograde being in air signs? Oh yeah, of course, because air relates to the mental. It relates to the thought. So it makes it all like that. We've got a lot of that kind of like a lot of shocking, traumatizing astrological events here on the personal level on the earth plane. But then there's a lot of this activity up there in the heavens, right? So Uranus is traumatizing Taurus and is very earthy, but Uranus is beyond time and space, from a whole higher dimension, channeling to us guidance from multi-dimension, over there, whoop whoop, from aliens down, like, you need to change, do this, do that. Jupiter in Aquarius, big magnified ideas of Aquarius is like, it's water sign, yeah, but it's kind of like big ideas about possibilities of the future. No, sorry, Aquarius is more ether. Yes, Aquarius is more ether. It's kind of like, futuristic, innovative, out there, And then you've got Saturn in Aquarius too. The structure of the future. It's kind of like there. And then we've got Neptune in Pisces, like dreamy, spirit. So there's this very interesting dynamic of very traumatizing reality with a lot of etheric, spiritual, kind of futuristic aspect. It's almost like spirit and the universe saying to us, it's funny because today I told this story to a friend. I told him, it's like you are a rabbit in a cage and you're comfortable in your cage, you've got a good owner. You've got like a rabbit bed and you've got a bowl for water and a bowl of food, carrots. Your owner cut the carrots for you perfectly and you're overall satisfied, but sometimes your owner is a bit wacko. It's a bit weird. He loves you very much. He takes you out of the cage and you go like, hello, little bunny. How you doing today? How you doing today, bunny, huh? Are you okay? Okay, I'll put you back in the cage. Then the bunny goes in the cage all rattled. He's like, why did he just do that to me? I'm so rattled. I'm shocked. I'm traumatized. What is going on here? I was like, oh, but he's okay. No, that was weird, but he gives me food. He gives me water. He's a good owner. Okay, maybe he had a bad day. That's kind of the thing. And repeat again the day after. Hello, beautiful rabbit. How you doing today? How are you? Oh, you still alive? Good. Come. Go into your cage. Then the rabbit sleeps. And suddenly spirit comes to the rabbit and goes like, hey, rabbit, don't worry. We've sent you to this owner in order to activate his heart, to realize that he's abusing innocent being. And so through the abuse that you are suffering by being with this owner, you are being a catalyst for the owner to be able to reflect and realize of its own abusive behavior. So we're sorry this is happening to you, but you are in service for his wound. And by the way, tomorrow at 11:20 a.m., is going to leave the door of the cage open, and that's going to be your opportunity. We're going to guide you. So when we're going to tell you to get out of the cage and start running towards the front door, you're going to have to do that, okay? Okay. The day after comes, and this is this new moon in Virgo, trine Uranus. This is a window of opportunity. This is a portal into a whole new future. This is kind of a chance, to take a chance, to gamble, to jump through the vortex, through the window, through that door, to dive into that unknown water, to jump off that airplane and free skydive. This is your chance. If you want a good life, the life that you always wanted, that you initiated for yourself on the Leo new moon on the Lion's Gate, this is your chance. You have initiated it, you have asked for it, universe is providing to you a big open door right now to jump off boats, swing boats, jump off the train, into a new trade. It's up to you. If you wanna take the risk, take the gamble, and do that radical, out of nowhere, move into your life that follows your heart, your soul guidance, and will force you to change, or you're gonna be too afraid to take the risk or the gamble, to jump into the unknown, to reinvent yourself. No, I'm comfortable here in my cage. But rabbit, tomorrow we can actually set you free. And we will guide you all the way to the forest where you would live so happy with all your free-range rabbits for the rest of your life. But you're going to have to trust us and get out of there when we tell you. But then I will lose my comfortable cage. And I've got a bed and water and my owner gives me yummy organic carrot every day. And then my owner will be sad. He's like, yes, but wouldn't you be sad if every day you'll be shaken like that? Your choice. But if you choose to stay, not to change, not to gamble, not to risk, then you know what the consequences will be. The same shit you've been chewing, only worse, because you haven't changed. You resisted the change. You insisted to keep life as you want them, your ego, but you're not listening to spirit. Spirit is kicking your butt. Yes, it's uncomfortable. Yes, it's scary. Yes, it's weird. Yes, it wasn't part of your plan. Yes, it's a whole new adventure. It's a whole new chapter. Yes. But if you will not try and you will not take the risk, you will never know what's behind that door. You can always stay in your comfort zone, but if your soul is not happy, if there's no smile in your heart and on your face and your spirit is kind of like losing its light, then what are you doing? That's going to be a lot of the coming month. That's what Mercury is going to figure out in Libra. A lot. Oh, you're welcome, Vanessa, for the blessing for your engagement. Okay, what did I miss here? Hello, Eddie. Welcome. Lynn, every single week you blow me away with the accuracy of these love streams. So grateful. Oh, thank you, Lynn. You always give me so much love, Lynn, you beautiful girl. Thank you so much. Petzian, oh, thank you, family. Thank you for your love. דניס ברק, שנה טובה. אני אוהב אותך, דניס, אתה איש טוב. שנה טובה ומתוקה לך, לאשתך, רפואה שלמה, בריאות שלמה, החלמה מהירה. Happy New Year to Dennis and his wife. Good health, good recovery, lots of healing. Hello, Roma. Okay, let's move on. So, where was I? I was in the journey of Mercury, okay? So, and I wanted to show you how Mercury just finished its trine to Saturn. So I'm taking Mercury to the 754, there we go. Today at 11:25 a.m. Okay? Mercury was trining Saturn here, okay? Now, Mercury with Saturn. Saturn suddenly brings the responsibility, to be responsible with our decision making, how we talk, to do our due diligence, to be mature, to be diplomatic. What did I write? It brings a bit of stability to the communication, because most likely the Mars opposite Neptune over the Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday into Friday, it created some things in your life, some confusion, some weird things happened. It brought you into this weekend. And this weekend, Mercury suddenly comes and kind of trining Saturn. It's like, okay, let's have some stability in our communication. Let's be more reliable, more useful. Let's collaborate about what we know is true. So for example, in our community yesterday, I've created a new chat room with this energy. A new chat room because suddenly we started to have the topic of relocation. It's like, okay, so where are we going to move to in case we need to move to, and what should we buy and what should we not buy, and where should we look at and where should we not look at? And it's an important topic because we all need to connect around that. So immediately, boom, created a new chat room. Now we have a chat room that is devoted just for that. An amazing sharing within the first day of this group. So much knowledge and information about different areas in Australia, and we've got a beautiful Maggie in Mexico, and we've got a beautiful Dawn, and we've got Marianne in London, and we've got what else we've got there? We've got in America, we've got Amber in Canada. And we have a lot in Australia, all around Australia. Some of us are traveling, some of us nomadic, some of us located, different communities. So this is the beautiful thing about community, that suddenly you think that what you know is just like, it's not a big thing. It's like that's where I'm living, But for someone else that live in a completely different place, it's mind-blowing, mind-opening information. And that's the beautiful thing about community, that every one of us is important. Every one of us is smart. Every one of us is loving. Every one of us is talented. Every one of us has wisdom and knowledge we can share. Each one of us has tools that are unique to us, that when we all come together and say, look, I don't know how to build, but I can cook. I don't know how to cook, but I can garden. I don't know how to garden, but I know how to invest in real estate. I don't know how to invest in real estate, but I know how to invest in precious metals. I don't know how to invest in precious metals, but I know about crypto. I don't know about crypto, but I know about astrology. I know about astrology, but I know about trading. And everyone comes together, and the idea of coming together is to understand that we are very different. We are all different. But we shouldn't focus on how the differences are separating us. We should look at it as how our differences can complement and add more to the tribal sacred fire. So the fact that you don't know anything about trading doesn't mean you are less than the trader, because you know a lot about beauty. And the trader needed your tip about how to treat that beauty spot, for example. So don't ever think that you don't have what to add or what to give or what to offer. We all have to offer, and we don't need to make effort to make an offer. It's just by the simple way of us being who we are, sharing what we know, posting that, giving that tip, and we all help each other, and we all learn together, and we all grow together, and that's a beautiful thing. Okay? Deborah, the chat room, it's on our Telegram chat room. I don't remember. Forgive me if I don't remember correctly, but if you're on our Patreon, then you would have seen the post I've done yesterday. And on that post, I've posted all the links to all our chat rooms. Okay. Patsy, and you're welcome. Be easy on the rabbit. You're funny, man, Dennis. Funny, man. Be easy on the rabbit. Okay. You crack me up, Dennis, and your jokes. So then let's continue following Mercury here, okay? Here it is, 11 o'clock, Mercury, 7 degrees, okay? So this is today, okay? So it's kind of stabilizing our communication, because things can be a bit intense, and it's kind of like, okay, let's be mature, let's be responsible, let's respect each other, let's have some due diligence, some maturity, let's kind of stabilize things, let's just be diplomatic here. Because it's like Mercury in Libra wants to install justice, fairness, equality, and Saturn is kind of like the diplomatic, the mature, the responsible one, and they're trining, so it's harmonious, it's supportive of all the intensity. And so today, look, Mars 23, Venus 23, what does that mean? That they both playing with Neptune on the 22nd, and now they're in Aries on the and they're both now building, Mars and Venus are building now their alignments into Pluto 24, into Neptune, they've passing him 22, and into Aries 24, and into Jupiter 25. Okay, so pay attention what's happening here. Okay, this is today. As we go to tomorrow, 24, 27, 24, 31, Venus square Pluto. Deep, intense. Okay, be ready. This is Monday, tomorrow, from now already. Thank God we've got the trine between Mercury and Saturn, which is already breaking up tomorrow, that kind of like hold us in kind of diplomatic status, but Venus kicking into, moving into the exact alignment, Pluto 24, 31, Venus 24, 31, I'm gonna go into that now. It kicks into the 31 minute exactly on 12:48 p.m. tomorrow. Okay, so tomorrow afternoon, 12:48, Venus square Pluto. I said what Pluto in Capricorn is all about: the abuse of power, restriction, suppression, controlling people who are controlling in your life, suppressing you, abusing you through power, through authority, through sex, through money, abuse of things like that. With Venus in Libra, home, Venus is home, she's like, excuse me, this is not fair, this is fair. This is unjust, this is just. This is unequal, this is equal. You can't do that anymore. You can't say that anymore. You can't behave like that anymore. You need to do that. You need to change that. So this is like a squarish challenge that forces us to create a change for better. So we have a square tension here in our relationship, in our sexuality, in our money, finances, investment, health. And it's kind of like, this can't go on like that anymore. This has to change. At the same time that Venus is square in Pluto, Mars is also quincunx in Pluto, which is an alignment of like a bit of irritation. It's like Mars is like, but I want to get to the bottom of it, to the nitty gritty. What's the facts? What's going on? What's happening here? But Pluto is kind of hidden, secrets, things that are not in the unconscious, trauma, it's kind of like, but I want to understand what's going on. What's happening? Why is it like that? Yeah, this can't go on like that anymore. This need to change like that and like that. And Pluto is intense. It's deep, okay? So at the same time that Venus and Mars are masculine and feminine personal planets are doing this game with Pluto, they are doing the opposite game with Jupiter. The opposite game means here Mars is squaring Jupiter, but Venus is quincunx in Jupiter. So here Venus square Pluto, Mars quincunx Pluto. Here on the other side they flip around. Mars square Jupiter, Venus quincunx Jupiter. So they're creating this kind of like, if you could see it, you will see here is one line between Jupiter and Pluto, okay? And it goes like, it's almost like here to Mars, so Mars to here, and Mars to here, and Venus to here, and then Pluto and Jupiter, and Venus and Mars and Jupiter, and Venus and Pluto. And they're creating this intense combination, but at the same time there is the intensity of Pluto, there is the opening of Jupiter. It's like big ideas, big collaborations. How can we collaborate? How can we create something that is truly innovative and a whole new way of looking at it, into a whole new future way of doing it? That's what Jupiter offers us. It's like, here is a crisis for you, uncomfortable, intense, full on, but it comes also with an opportunity for a whole new opening, a whole new way, collaborating in a new way, a big door opening, big opportunities, okay? So, Mars in Virgo squaring Jupiter, it's kind of like, I really want to get to the bottom line to understand what's going on here. And it's kind of like friction with Jupiter. It's like, I've got all these big ideas, I've got all these people in my life, I've got all these kind of places I can go to, but where am I supposed to go? Where am I supposed to go? It's like, it's all futuristic and innovative and radical, but I'm trying to understand based on the fact what I should do. It's like, take it to crypto. It's like, oh, maybe I should buy Kaki coin. Kaki coin, yeah, someone told me Kaki coin is the new Bitcoin. It's going to do even better than Bitcoin. It's even better than Bitcoin. Oh, okay. But as I'm looking at the facts, like Kaki coin, it's like, what is it? It's like, it's such a small market cap. It got maybe $1 million in. There's hardly anyone developing building on it. There's nothing into it. It's like, I don't know about that. Yeah, but everyone's saying buy Kaki coin. It's like, oh my God, I don't know what to do. On the other hand, Venus squaring Pluto is like, this is full on, I need to understand what's going on, this need to change. And she's quincunx in Jupiter, and it's like, but I don't know exactly how to change. I'm irritated, I'm annoyed because these people I'm connected to is not exactly who I want to be connected to. This place is not exactly what I want to connect with, but I want to connect with new people and I want to go to a new place, and it's kind of like, ooh, and it's all cooking us for the new moon. All this process I'm describing to you now is today and tomorrow, leading us to the new moon on Tuesday morning. So it's all in the dark moon phase when we're all supposed to go introspective, understanding what's going on. So this is very supportive because Pluto adds the depth and the intensity and going deep and understanding what's really going on here. And Venus is kind of like bringing the aspect of the relationship and the finance and the health and the physical life. And then Jupiter is kind of saying, look, I can open this door for you, I can open this door for you, but you're going to have to trust me and jump into the unknown. You have to do that radical change. You have to do that out of the box, out of nowhere, just like do something about it. At the same time all this is happening, the sun is building up towards the new moon, which will happen on the 14th degree. And the new moon, here is the new moon, the moon is chasing the sun. And by Tuesday morning, as I'm moving to Tuesday morning, the silence, the space between words. Here comes the new moon moment, 14 degrees, 38 minutes, Tuesday, 10:51 a.m. And this new moon in Virgo, again remember Virgo, Earth, here on Earth, in your practical reality, in your practical environment around you. Where is your cup of tea? My tea is already cold. Fact. I should have drank it earlier. I should have a cup warmer, for example. Where did I put my mint? Here is my mint. Nice. Virgo. Oh no, I put it here. I should put it here. Yeah, that's better. Virgo. Let's refine and define our environment, our life. Let's detox our bodies. Let's exercise. Let's cleanse our diet. Juice fasting, water fasting, vegan fasting, vegetarian fasting, whatever you need to do. Go and start a new regime of, yes, gym is closed, but you can still go to the park and you can take a 5 kilo, 10 kilo weight that you can go and buy in one of the sport retailers. I've seen a beautiful man walking in the park a few days ago. He created his own gym. He has its own weight. On the other side of the park, there was a girl doing her own yoga. So no excuses here. Take your yoga mat to the park. Take your weights to the park. Go and lift it, baby. Go and pump it. You don't need weights. You can do sit-ups. You can do push-ups. You can go for a walk. You can go for a jog. You can just do stretch. You don't have to call it yoga, but do something. Get off your bum. Excuse me. Virgo and Neptune is the axis of initiation. Pisces is that spiritual initiation, and Virgo is the initiation here on earth. So it's like, how can you bring your spiritual self into here, being grounded on earth? Stop escaping. How can you stop drinking, stop smoking, stop taking drugs, stop having sex so much with anyone that just jump on your Tinder account because you're bored? Stop watching too much crap, too much conspiracy theories, too much theories in general, too much articles, too much. You don't have to follow everything every day, because look what it's doing to your temple. You are distressed, you are troubled, you are worried, you are concerned, you are anxious, you don't know what to do because the next day everything is gonna fall down on us and we're all gonna die. If you haven't made peace with that fact yet, one day we're all gonna die anyway, so why don't you stop worrying about it and just enjoy your life while you're still alive before you die? Because when you die, you're just gonna die, so what's the point worrying about it or being afraid of it? It's just like death, done, finished, kaput, you move on. Then you come back again. Don't make a big deal. Enjoy your life, don't fear death, just love life. Simple as that. How can you toxify your mind? We're talking about Mercury shadow now from the moment of the new moon. So this new moon is initiating a new moon cycle, a new 4 weeks, okay? What is your new intentions? What is your new cycle? And in this new moon in Virgo, I reminded you that the Hebrewites, the Israelites, are also celebrating a whole new year cycle. So there is that tone involved. And on top of that, I also showed you that this new moon, it's the day that Mercury goes into its shadow. So everything that happens from this new moon is going to go through a lot of processing until November for 2 months. And then it's going to shift to the next stage. But I'm just showing you how we are now on Tuesday morning going to create new intentions for a new moon cycle in Virgo. And we're going to be processing it for a while. And we're going to go into the nitty-gritty details as all these personal planets are aligning with Pluto. It going to bring all the intensity, all the intimate, all the big. We have to face fears. We have to face this fear and feeling scared of getting out of our comfort zone, out of our routine, out of our, the routine or comfort zone of a relationship or a friendship or a business or a job or a health situation or a family member or location or real estate or whatever it is for you. We're all going to be shaken in some way, shape and form. And again, to remind you the concept, safety and security are nowhere to be found outside of you. Even if you've got silver, gold, Bitcoin, water, food, generator, cash, and whatever you can think of, it is still not your safety. It's only a layer of safety. But the true foundation of safety is inside of you, knowing that you will be okay wherever you will be. Even if you've got nothing, you're gonna find solution when they are needed. Because the crisis is gonna guide you, and the spirit is gonna guide you, and you're gonna be in the right place with the right people at the right time. You're gonna do the right thing. So stop being scared. New moon in Virgo. How can you purify and detox your mind? I'm telling you that new moon in Virgo, starting a period of Mercury shadow into retrograde, into this is going to be a lot around the mind. We need to change our perception. Radical change. And it's going to be What are you listening to? What are you watching? Who are you following? Is it really good for you? Is it really beneficial for you? Maybe you should stop listening to that, or watching that, or following that. Maybe you should less. Maybe you should more of that. Detox, declutter. Your body, your mind, your health, your relationship, your life. I know that in this month, I have a storage room in the sacred space that I'm gonna go and just empty out, because it's just lots of stuff that I don't need there. And I have the time now because I'm not working, it's closed. I have a garage that is packed with crap. I'm gonna use this month to declutter my business and my house from every piece of crap that I absolutely don't need. Only essential, quintessential, coming back to the most basic form of like, let's get rid of crap. The less we have, the more lightweighted we have. The more free we have, the less attached we are. So this is one example. We're coming into springtime. Let's declutter and detox our garden. Coming down to earth. We need to plant new seeds of tomato, of cucumber, capsicum, strawberry, fruits, vegetables. It's springtime coming. And so before that, we need to cultivate the earth. We need to put some food for the soil to kind of enrich it again and revive it again, and then we will need to plant the seeds. If you are already ready for that, the new moon is the best time to plant seeds. Always has been for all farmers and agriculture, because on the new moon, the magnetism is into the earth, so it's invoking sprouting roots. On a full moon, it's growing out of the earth. The magnetism is outwards. So new moon is always the greatest time to plant seeds in your garden. Some plants don't necessarily need that. They need different kind of time, but for the majority. Virgo is opposition to Pisces again. How can we detox our spiritual bodies from illusions, deceptions, drugs, addiction, substances, sugar, whatever it is, right? Let's get more clear and more healing. Now, before the shit show begins of September into October, November, with all that Mercury retrograde and all the planets retrograde and the powerful intense alignment, because now we're in the kind of okay waters, but once everything kicks into Scorpio, God helps us all. November, October into November, Venus is always coming there very soon. And so relationships are going to go into a very intense, deep, powerful transformation phase. But now we're making the decisions. Now we are making the initiation. Now we're making the realization. And this new moon is trining exactly Uranus, 1438, 1439. And Uranus was the big theme of August as well. But in August, it was squaring Uranus. Now it is trining Uranus. That's why the picture I chose for this love stream is that woman dressed in black. And she's kind of looking back into her past. And she's on this path. And suddenly there is shocking, unexpected lightning that kicks in. But there's this stairway up into a whole new place that she doesn't even know what it's like. But there's a bright light coming from there. So she's kind of looking back into the past to see what she's leaving behind. And as everything is happening, she's preparing to go up that staircase into the next place. And this is this new moon, because Uranus is offering us a trine, beneficial, harmonious way into a whole new way. If through this time until now you've realized who you are in this Leo season, in this new moon in Leo on the Lion's Gate, you've realized who you are and what you want and how you want your life to be in your kingdom. Now we come into Virgo, it's like, so okay, so now can we please bring it down to earth and actually do something about it? Let's get practical here. Let's get into action. Let's put facts and actually let's do it. Let's pay attention to the details and also let's humble ourselves and come into a place of service as well. Because we have to be fair. Mercury and Venus in Libra, we have to be fair. It has to be balanced towards everyone, not just us. Okay? So very important. This trine to Uranus is very powerful, exciting new moon, a whole new beginning, and this new, this is it's a very powerful new moon and a very exciting new moon. But it's kind of like dealing with facing uncomfortable things, but there's also a great opening. Because reminding you that on top of this new moon, Sun and Moon trining Uranus, we've got the dynamic of the Mars and the Venus with the Pluto and the Jupiter that I told you before. So this is still ongoing into the new moon, okay? So Mars and Venus facing Pluto, the deep, intense process of transformation, evolution by facing where are we being suppressed, where are we being controlled, and it's suitable for that Leo season that is ending. Because in Leo we all stepped into our royalty, and as we initiate the new moon in Virgo, Venus and Mars, the masculine and feminine, are indicating to us where is the imbalance, where is the corruption, where is the abuse of power, where we've been suppressed, where have we followed authority that is outside of ourselves and we give our power away and the control away, and we've been suppressed and abused and used and abused, It's showing us in a very clear, intense, deep way. And Jupiter is kind of like saying, like, on top of Uranus kind of creating this radical, exciting new change out of nowhere, Jupiter is opening. It's like, look, there is a very bright white light door. You can't see anything through it. It's part of the challenge. But if you find the courage and the bravery to take radical change in your life and to go to the next place, even though you have no idea where it is, but you have to move from here, this door will be big. So we are all in the biggest crossroads of our life right now. If you have an important decision with your business, with your relationship, with your health, with your money, with your investment, deep inside of you, you have received the signs. In the last few days, the last few weeks, this year, you have received the signs. There's another cool aspect I haven't even spoke about, because Black Moon Lilith, I just finished that sentence. You have received the signs, but you're afraid of it. You're concerned, you're worried. You don't know if it's the right thing to do. But the universe just suddenly out of nowhere brought you an opportunity. Right? So I know what it is for me. But for example, a beautiful sister, suddenly out of nowhere, someone come and said, hey, I'll buy your business for X amount of money. And she has an opportunity to take that X of money and give that business away, successfully achieved, and get through the threshold of the storm that is coming to our life in a much more relieved way, because she doesn't have a business to carry with her through the storm. And then she could get that X amount of money and invest it in the right places, and she will even make more money than having that business for the next year. For example, okay? She knows who she is. But that's what I'm saying. For example, Vanessa, suddenly this week, she got engaged. Woohoo! Suddenly there was an offer, and suddenly two single people that haven't really married before suddenly decided, you know what? Let's do it. Let's go for it. Let's get married. Yay! We don't know how it's going to be, but it's exciting. And it's a bit scary, but it's exciting. That's kind of what I'm talking about. So very, very powerful, positive, awesome new moon, okay? But then we're going to be tested. We're going to be tested. How pure are we? How clear are we in our plan? How grounded and present in our plan of decluttering, detoxing our life, and really being true, Virgo, truth, integrity, okay? So it's kind of like the following month into even October and November is going to be all around like, okay, even October and November is going to be all around like, okay, so you've been through the Leo gate, you've said that you want that, and now here we are giving you the opportunity, and if you jump on board, cool, you're still going to have to face the changes of, wrapping the old world, but at least you jumped. And if you didn't jump, good luck. You better call the angels. Because if you are too stubborn to choose to stay in the same shithole you are at, no matter in what territory in your life it is, it's going to be quite unpleasant. So if the universe is guiding you to make a move in any aspect of your life right now, you better listen, you better have the courage, you better jump and go for it. Otherwise, you're going to have to face the unpleasant experience of like, why didn't I change it when I could and now I struggle with this? Something like that, okay? So, it's getting late, I need to finish soon, but this is the new moon, very powerful. Remember, Moon and Sun trining Uranus, but at the same time, Venus and Mars are playing with Pluto and Jupiter. Very, very powerful. Anything else I missed about that? So yeah, it could be like afterwards, as soon as we pass that, it become even more. It's Tuesday morning, that's the new moon. If I go now, let's move a day forward. A day forward, we're going to have Mercury with Chiron. So a day after the new moon comes the Mercury opposition to Chiron. And here's the wound. And here's the pain. And here's the uncomfortable. And now we're going to blame and shame and guilt and wound each other through unfair, unbalanced communication because we feel wounded, we feel you did that to me, you did that to me, she did that to me, she said that to you, you said that to her, blah, 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 blah. Or are we going to be fair, balanced, equal, diplomatic, and just help each other understand our wounds and help each other heal? Okay. Oh, suddenly there's buffering. What happened? Let's hope it will fix itself. So yeah, a day after the new moon, Mercury opposition to Chiron. So, be aware of Wednesday, Tuesday into Wednesday. If you have dynamic conversations, things around your wounding. First of all, if you are not in a safe environment, if you are not in a friendly environment, be careful not to be wounded by people that might abuse your vulnerability. You don't want to be vulnerable and expose your wound to someone that can't honor it as sacred and abuse it, use and abuse it, right? Because reminding you that we are, here is Venus to the 26th. She's kind of breaking off the Pluto, okay? But Mars 25-30 still kind of connected there. The other thing is that as Mercury is doing that opposition to Chiron, I just saw it now, we also have Mercury 11 and Juno is 11. So again, here is Juno, the goddess of marriage and sacred union. Of course she will come into the picture and said, and just to make sure you realize it got to do with the most sacred, close relationship in your life, the business, the project, whatever it is. Okay? And so that's kind of that. It could be like on a personal level, internalizing, like, it's like, okay, so the Mercury is kind of like internalizing and seeking like fair, balance, diplomatic, want to create harmony in Libra. But Chiron in Aries is kind of like wounded, vulnerable, weak, or afraid, coming out inappropriately, or pushing things too hard, It's like instinct, kind of like, I want to heal this now, let's talk about this now, it could be something like that. But it's also a good opportunity for couples or relationships that have some strain or struggle a bit. This could be a good energy to actually mend broken bridges and just say, look, I am wounded, you are wounded, I've done this to you, you've done this to me, I'm sorry, you're sorry, let's just kind of like be friends. So we can this could also be beneficial, okay? So let's take this exciting opportunity of the new moon with a new door opening and Uranus, sudden unexpected changes, awakening. Maybe you or your partner is going to get some kind of epiphany or realization of how they behaved or what they did or what they didn't do. The sun is going to click something in their head and going to change the perception, change the behavior. And then the day after you come together and you have a conversation that is on a whole new level. And suddenly we're mending the bridges and we can actually cooperate and collaborate for a better future for everyone. And it doesn't have to mean that we still need to go in the same structure. No, it's a complete different situation, but we can work with it. instead of fighting, right? So the main guidance I will guide everyone is like, no matter what's happening in your life, there is every potential for war. There's every potential for fights, for arguments, for blame, everyone feeling crap, everyone feeling suppressed. Everyone's under trauma narratives because of reality. Everyone's triggered. Everyone has their own issues going on. And it's very easy to do a massive shitball fight. But we are better than that. So just, keep in your mind, always keep in your mind, all life are sacred. Even those bastards that have smashed you and abused you are sacred. Even the bad people, even the bad experiences, everything is sacred. And once you remind yourself that everything is sacred, you're bringing that high consciousness of that Neptune in Pisces. Of kind of like, just remember to have some compassion for human beings on this time. Remember to be compassion. Don't wait for them to be compassion. You forgive them. Don't wait for them to forgive you. You heal yourself. Don't wait for them to heal you. You connect with spirit. Don't wait for them to help you connect with spirit. You. It all has got to do with us. It's all coming back to us. That's what all this journey is doing on top of many other things. That's why it strips us naked. That's why it breaks down everything around us. So we will come back to us because it's trying to say, all these planets retrograding, people. Retrograde season galore. In retrograde, it's about introspection, reflection, remembering. What do we remember? What do we need to remember? Pluto. Where have we lost our power? Where have we lost our control? Saturn. Where have we lost our responsibility and our due diligence? Where have we not been grown up, mature enough to do the right thing? Where have we allowed others to be our authority? Then we've got, I said Neptune. No, I said Pluto and I said Saturn. Then we've got the Jupiter. Where have we lost our optimism? Where have we lost our big vision for the future? Where have we lost the ability to create a new philosophy, a new teaching, a new way of looking at life and the future, a new way of inventing ourselves? Neptune. Where have we lost our spirituality? Where have we lost our faith and our belief? Where have we lost our pure essence of divinity? Where have we lost our compassion? Where have we lost our forgiveness? Where have we gone the other way? Chiron. Why are we wounding ourselves? Why we keep on wounding ourselves? Why are we manifesting people that wound us or experiences that wound us? What are we supposed to understand about our healing? Aries. Where have we lost our power to protect and defend our weaknesses, our insecurities, the underdog inside of us? Uranus. Where have we lost our ability to break free, to be free? Free, expressive, radical, out of the box, change, innovate ourselves, rise to a whole new level. So these are all the questions. Then the moon nodes. Why am I still living the same way like the past when I actually want to go into the future? So this is what all these slow, heavy planets are doing to us on a deep level inside of us. And then the personal planets, the masculine, feminine, intellect, communication, the soul essence, and the feminine all goes like, check into this, check into this, check into this, check into this, chum, 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 chum. They're just going to keep on creating alignments with all of them. So September, everything is very slow. It's not moving fast forward. It's just very slow. All the planets are heavy, retrograding. But the personal planets are doing a lot of activity, so there's a lot of things happening to all of us in our personal life. But the big picture is slow. Lockdown. Restriction. No flights. No going. No coming. No jobs. No businesses open. And so, where are we going? We don't know. We're waiting for some kind of an answer. We're waiting for some kind of a revelation. We're waiting for some spaceships. We're waiting for something, but it's here. So don't worry about that. Just do what you're supposed to do. Do the inner work. Go deep inside of you and understand. Remember, new moon in Virgo. How can you declutter your life, detox your life, fix your life, pay attention to the facts, analytical, grounded, here, practical reality in front of you. Don't be in your, I wish one day I would, no, what's here? Oh, one day I will buy Bitcoin when I'll get that $10,000 from my auntie. Like, no, but why don't you buy Bitcoin today in that $5 you've got in your pocket? What are you waiting for? Because maybe the price will go down. Okay. It might go down from 50,000 to 48,000, 48 and a half, maybe 49. But it also may just go up to 57, 60. Do you really want to wait for $1,000 here and there when I'm telling you we're going to the hundreds of thousands of dollars, into the millions later on? Do you really need to wait for $1,000? Come on! So, this is the 8th. This is Wednesday. Thursday, the moon joined Mercury. Okay, so now we are kind of processing our feelings and trying to understand what's going on. After the new moon in Virgo, we are kind of like, wait a second, like we need to talk about our feelings here. It's like, and still kind of opposition to Chiron, okay? So moon comes with Chiron and with Mercury as well, as they still oppose Chiron. Now, a day after, the moon is already with Venus. So kind of like the moon is doing the new moon, and as soon as the new moon finishes, she goes like, okay, Mars, this is what we have decided. Mercury, this is what we need to talk about and to realize. Hey, Venus, yeah, this is how we're feeling. Okay, let's do it. Boom. And then the moon will continue its cycle. 26 Mars, 29 Venus. Venus is on the end degree of Libra. This is kind of like extreme need to install fairness, balance, equality in relationship. This is a great week to negotiate, to sign contract, to understand what to do. It's like before the Mercury retrograde. This coming from now. I said Mercury retrograde. I told you on the, what did I say? What was the date? Let me have a look. On the 26th. Until the 26th of September, this is your time. You know, look what happened to my computer. Thank God I had a backup computer. Back up your computer, back up your crypto into your own possessions, into your wallets. Plan your trade and trade your plan, of course. Make sure you check your car now if you need to book it in for service, whatever. Your mobile phone, if you need a new computer, new device, better do it sooner than later because there's shortage of supply in microchips. If you need to get into the crypto, into the market, you know, get going, understand, learn what you need to do. If you need to negotiate, sign agreements, sell a business, buy a business, sell a house, buy a house, you know, do it now. The energy supports that to happen now, okay? But pay attention to the details and pay attention. This is overall a week to kind of create, go, make the changes. Reminding you, the Mars, Venus with Pluto, Jupiter, and the new moon with Uranus is kind of like, come on, let's create a change. Let's go for it. Let's do it. And boom, boom, boom. Doors are opening. Doors are closing. We're talking about the intense things. We are dealing with the deep, uncomfortable things. But there's a way to collaborate and to have an opening and a new experience, and a whole new thing is happening. For each person is different. It's hard to say it in a collective way like that. But that's the general tone. And then as we come into Saturday, Venus kicks into Scorpio. Okay? So Venus goes into Scorpio on, let's move hours back. Venus moves into Scorpio 11th of September, September 11. How funny is that, baby? Oh my God. Venus goes into Scorpio on September 11, baby. Do we need more spookiness than that? I don't think so. Especially when Venus relates to the trade, to the stock markets, to finance, to the economy, to investments, to stock market, to crypto market. 11th of September, 6:39 a.m., Venus kicks into Scorpio. Mercury is on 14 degrees of Libra. Mars 27 degree of Virgo. The Sun 18 degrees of Virgo. And as this is happening, Venus kicks into Scorpio, into the deep, intense, into the intimate, most intense feelings, emotions, trauma, things around money, things around sex. So Venus rules money. This is the opposition to Taurus, right? Venus rules Taurus. So Venus is now coming to the opposition house, to her home. So here she bought a real estate, and here she suddenly realized that someone stuffed her up and didn't tell her that the real estate basically has a massive plumbing problem, and it will cost her around $80,000 just to renovate the plumbing, because she has to basically jackhammer the entire concrete floor. And suddenly she realized she was being scammed. So, very interesting by itself. The other aspect, I will go back to that later. But this is already Saturday. And then pay attention, because Venus and the Moon are in Scorpio on Saturday. And the Sun on the 18th is starting to build up the opposition to Neptune. So Venus already opposed Neptune, Mercury opposed Neptune, Mars opposed Neptune, and now comes the Sun opposes Neptune. So think that what we had last week with the Mars opposition to Neptune, this comes next week with the Sun. So this was the masculine, the action, now comes the soul, and you go like, am I being deceived? Am I being lied to? Am I seeing what I'm really seeing? Am I thinking what I'm really thinking? Or am I being fooled? Or am I delusioned? Or am I deceiving myself? Oh, I don't know, give me another bottle of wine. Let me think about it. Or, I don't know, let me meditate on it and connect with spirit to understand what is it about. But it's not yet, but it's building up. So, as we go into the next weekend, the energy is getting a bit weird, funny. Because Moon and Venus into Scorpio, and Sun opposition to Neptune, and Scorpio is around lies and deceits, and the hidden, the secrets, and suddenly the Sun is opposition to Neptune, lies, deceits. So there's going to be some exposure. Especially on especially towards the end of next week, which I'm gonna go into. I kind of told the community that I might take a break from the love stream for a week or two, but today I feel better about it. We'll see how we go. If I won't be here with you next Sunday, you will know that I'm having a break, because there's a lot going on in my life and I'm making a lot of changes. And if I won't be here with you next week, I will come back for the full moon after for sure. So yeah, I don't want to go further because the time is also, it's getting late. It's already 9:15. We have to finish. So this is this week for you. Okay? Very exciting opportunity, portal opening up. Are you going to go for it or not? Big doors will open up. Okay? Of course, there will be a process following, but if you're receiving sign, if you're receiving guidance, and even though you're not comfortable with it, it's out of your comfort zone, it's not your routine, it's not your security and safety usually, but you have to make some change that is radical and you don't know what's going to be, but something tells you that you just need to do it. Do it. Just do it, because if you won't do it, you will never know. You will just keep on living in that rabbit cage. You get your food, you get your water, you got your bed, but then you've got the owner. Do you really want that? No. You want that. That's what you want. Love heart. Father's Day love hearts, okay? Look at that letter from my son. How beautiful. What can be better than that? No present, no money spent. Card, pencil, painting, drawing of my son. The best thing ever. The other drawing from last year is right here on my wall. Right? Those are the best presents. So keep it simple. Virgo. I hope you enjoyed everything that is going on. Everything that I've shared with you tonight. And I'm wishing Shana Tova, Chag Sameach to all the Israelites, to all the Hebrew, to everyone who celebrate the Hebrew New Year's Eve. And to those who don't celebrate too, Shana Tova Metuka. Happy and sweet New Year. I wish you all a happy new moon in Virgo. Happy new beginning. A beginning that is more pure, clean, real, more you. More you. The real you. The real you. And when the crisis knocks on your door, let it shift you. Don't be a victim of it. Even though you might feel like victim, and it's okay, but don't stay there for too long, because you have to remind yourself the big, big, big picture. Everything is in divine order. Even the crisis. Even the shit. Okay? So, love you lots, family. Thank you for your love. Thank you for being here with me. Steven, Shana Tova, thank you, brother. Pala, sending you love. Roll King, my pleasure, brother. Thank you so much. And Lynn, awesome, beautiful sister. April, love you. Simone, good word, Simone. All the very best. Yes, yes. Thank you. Thank you so much for your support. Erin, Dana, Shana Tova, Lucy, thank you. And Jalov, thank you. And for the end, what I need to do at the beginning, love and gratitude to our beautiful community on Patreon for your love and support, for being a part of our community. I really, truly appreciate your support. If you're not part of our community, please join us. There's so much to enjoy, so much to harvest. Patreon.com/healingdelight. If you want to connect with me, I am at the moment not taking any private session. I'm taking a break. I am in self-healing journey. So my minimal service for the collective is this live stream, love streams, and the community will receive the new moon sound healing meditation, which I will record tomorrow night, and I will post it on Tuesday. I even might post it tomorrow, we will see. So you will have it on Tuesday for the new moon. If you want to receive the new moon sound healing meditation, join us on Patreon. Other than that, I'll be back into private sessions in a few weeks after I kind of find my center again, declutter myself, my life, and organize again, and then come back ready to be in service again for other people. If you want to connect about crypto, if you need some help, guidance, where to go, what to do, you've got a lot of affiliate links on healingdelight.com. If you just go to the website, you'll find everything you need there. And if you need more guidance, you need to be a part of a community, join us, please. Thank you for your love and support. Please press like on this video on YouTube. Subscribe to our channel. We just passed the 800 threshold. We've got 805. Woohoo! So let's now aim for the 900. Spread it, share it with your friends. Tell them to like it, to subscribe. It's really helpful over here. And be safe, family. Be safe, you know. Keep it simple. Keep it down to earth. Life. What can we do? You have to live life. You know? You have to live life. And as we end this session, I think it's time to do it again, baby. Let's do it again. Love you, family. Ziggy Marley, got to be true to myself.
Life has come a long way since yesterday.
I say,
And it's not the same.
peace, love, happiness. Love you, family. Stay awesome. You are awesome.
I say, just do what you feel and don't you fool yourself. I say, 'cause I can't make you happy unless I am. I say,